everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to some more Dominions 5 single-player Chaco. This is episode 25, I think. Hi-yi-yi-yi-yi. Okay. This is the world. We probably have a good third of the world under our control. We're playing against AI, so we have this very in hand. I say that derogatory towards the AI. If it was high enough AI, it would kick my ass. But we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 of the ascension points that we need, meaning we only need 3 more tier 3 thrones, which are the only ones that we can get, before we are done. So I think we are going to try to start making a concerted effort to go towards those 3 thrones. And we have some easy options. We have this one, not too far into the lands of Marverni. We can group this army and this army together and march on Christopher Knoll. And then we have Vulture's Rest, or this one at 168, that we can send this army, the Chacoan army, towards. And then we have this one down here in Devon that we can actually send the JB's Jaunt army towards. And I think we'll probably do okay enough to be fine there. So, I think that is the plan. I think we're going to try to make a concerted effort over today's session and maybe tomorrow's session to try to really focus in and get this done. I've enjoyed this playthrough, but I do think I'm ready to move on to something else. The Somber's Warhammer mod has been calling to me. He's been putting out a bunch of really awesome national overview videos, and I really want to play some of those. I have already played some of those, but I want to play on camera some of those mod nations and see how they go. So anyways, let's fucking jump into some shit. We're running up blood magic because that's literally the only thing that we have left. Should not take us very long at all. Not really looking for anything here, though we could start producing some vampires. We had the idea of doing that with one of our tarts, but then that tart got killed by the fucking kindly ones. So there's that. So yeah. Just gonna go through stuff. I think we already took a look at the majority of our things this turn. Yes, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, because we were trying to see if anything really cool happened. And nothing super cool did happen, if I'm remembering correctly. Alright, so we want to take... We have a temple here. We want to defend this up. But we don't really have to worry about the AI coming at us that hard. March here, and what is here? I think we'll just march through the AI's territory, because that's going to be... Oh, no. Well, I say oh no. But if we march here, here, and here, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns away. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns away. Yeah, should be fine. So let's do that. Fill this guy out. I don't know why I didn't just use the Alt command. Okay. To try to pave the way with some of the stuff, I suppose. What do we have going on here? Do we have... Of course we do. Let's put on some gear. We can send both of these out as kind of you know, just individuals to keep things holding on. Blessing. Doing that, we don't need to double up. Iron Skin is fine. Temper Armor is fine. Elemental Fortitude. What else can we stack on this guy? Doesn't really matter. Is there anything we can do to hit both of us? Some poison. Probably doesn't really matter. Large. Last little thing, turn us both to size 4. That would be interesting. Oh, whatever. Let's see how it goes. And then the rest of these. Got 3 communion slaves. We're basically gonna bring all of everything. But I really don't care that much, so. This guy's already doing mass regeneration, right? If that's the case, he can take off Divine Blessing. This other guy can do Divine Blessing. We have another one. He can just come along for now, I suppose. I kind of just don't care enough to go through the process here, but we'll do that. That. Okay. I'm literally just gonna go through and do the cast spells tag on all the others, because I don't think it matters. Well, I say I don't think it matters. I know it doesn't matter. How about that? How about we rephrase? The AI isn't... Because the AI is not... I mean, small tangent, though I don't think it's really much of a tangent. The AI in this game is not smart enough to challenge you. It's not really true AI. I say it's just gonna not even throw things in my way. It's just gonna kind of be there. So this is gonna be basically an unstoppable march to Christopher Null, and we should not have any real issues. So let's talk about, or let's figure out what our next march is gonna be. We've got a big ol' army here. We're gonna double line this. Line this. Hold here. Attack rear. Attack rear. Actually, we can probably just put this on skirmish box back here. Divine Blessing. Fine. We're going to want him. And him. Start marching northward. We are going to our gear sets here real quick. We will want one of them to be our mass regeneration caster. This guy will probably be our... Oh, no. This guy can be the mass regen caster. For now, he can actually forge another Thistle Mace. This guy can forge a pair of Earth Boots. Do we have anyone to do... we don't have anyone to do the Blood Earth option. Okay, so these guys are going to move... What's the fastest way to get north? Yeah. Here, 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 here. Okay, so they're just gonna move forward, and once we get... I'm going to take every single non-lanterned guy with us, because why not? We're going to move there. And we're going to take quite a few, maybe not that many, but we're going to take several Deathcasters with us. And yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, wow. This guy's going back to make us some Yayapanzas. And I think we can actually head here. This guy. And I think we're gonna turn around... Oh, I say turn around. We're actually breaking siege here. So we're going to break siege here. We are going to bring reinforcements. Here, here. We're going to come this way. These guys... this way, and again, we're gonna bring pretty much all of our unlanterned individuals. Yeah, that should be good. So we'll break siege here, combine next turn in Sabaut's Cave, then head into Nethermines. This one's gonna take a little longer, maybe not too long to get to, but basically the goal heading to Devon. This group's goal is heading towards either 168 or 158. Not really sure. And then this group's goal is to head to Christopher Knoll. So I think we'll probably honestly be pretty easy to go through this. We might actually be able to wrap this up today. If I just went through things like super quick, this would probably not be a problem at all. In point of fact, I'm probably going to turn off a lot of the things that I don't care too much about. Guys doing... He was doing tarts every turn, I think. That's fine. An actual ongoing Dom 5 game. Yeah, I've been playing this for a little while, so we're actually getting really close to the end, though. It's just a single-player game. It's just me messing around. I played with Chaco in the big Bosmos 2 game, where there were, like, 70-plus players or whatever the case was, but the game ended kind of, not quickly, it was a very long game, but it ended before I really felt like I had gotten satisfied or gotten my time out of Chaco, so I decided to play some single player, and it's been fun. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So we're actually pretty close to the end. We've kind of, I mean, we've had it's turn 94, we've had the AI in a stranglehold for a really long time, just noodling around, messing around with stuff. So we need 3 more thrones, and we're putting together the armies to head towards those thrones now. So everything that we do is just kind of a little nod towards that direction. I do think we're going to continue to do tarts, though, because tarts are fun. It's a neat-looking map. This map is very neat, yes. So this is Lucid's map. You can find it on... I think you can find it on the Steam Workshop page. Let me see. Dominions 5. Workshop. I think Lucid's map is on here. Yeah, it's called Lucid's Atlas. Does this link work? I have no idea if this link works. That should take you to it. Yeah, there you go. That should be the link to it. It's a really neat map. Very pretty. It's got all of these candles have like these long teleport locations, so you can kind of get around the map very interestingly. And it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So, anyways, moving on. Kind of just wrapping things up around here. Grabbing that for your co-op, nice. You can convince your games to get into your friends to get into Dom 5. Good luck. Dom 5, I love this game. I've been playing this game for a while now, probably about four years or so. And I think it's a lot of fun, but it's got a steep learning curve to get friends into. I have not successfully gotten any of my friends, and I have a couple friends that are pretty into strategy games. But this game it's so, like, it's got a lot going on. And it doesn't have, like, the best in, like, tutorials or anything like that, so. Okay, I think we're just gonna start the march. So. You're too scared to do proper multiplayer in Dom 5? Seems like too much for your brain. I think you'd be surprised, right? Like, you're perfectly fine with super combatants spamming the CPU. It is fun. It is enjoyable. Like, I enjoy my multiplayer, and I enjoy my single player in Dominions. They're two very different games, but they're, I think, both still quite a bit of fun. I think you'd be surprised, though, if you jump into, like, some of the Dom communities have really thriving, like, new player friendly games or multiplayer games where where it's a lot more casual, right? And people are less experienced, so you're not getting like crazy, 3D 4D chess kind of like territory scenario. Anyways, I am not especially good at the game, so I get my ass kicked in multiplayer all the time. We found a weeping stone. Alright, let's see if anything big happened with any of our battles. JB's Haunt, we threw the enemy off very easily. Just marching through Marverni's territory, nothing big happened there. Ooh, holy crap, what happened here? Also, sorry I missed your first chat, Belkra. Yeah, it is a very neat looking map. What are we up against over here? Weapons of sharpness. Wow. Okay. Iron Will, Elemental Fortitude, Enlarge. Oh, the Enlarge is interesting. It does kind of like make them harder to deal with, but I don't know that it's always effective because now they're not in the same square. You've heard Lucid making plans in his YouTube videos. His plans sound like a full-time job. That is true. Yeah, I mean, I think when you get into multiplayer dominions, right? It's so much complexity, especially in the mid to late game, right? It can really start to take over your life. In point of fact, I think Lucid's actually taking a break from dominions at the moment. I mean, he still has games uploading to YouTube, but I think he's taking a break from games, or was taking a break from games. I think he's maybe done with the break from games now. I think he's doing a new game. But it's so time consuming to really put all of the effort in. Again, I'm not an expert player. I'm just kind of a casual player, and I'll put like an hour a day into just a single game, and that's a lot, right? It's a lot when you have like a full-time job and you're trying to do other things, etc., etc. So that was an easy victory for us. Hey, how's it going here, Heroic Logic? Welcome to the stream. What's that? Lark's height. That's a cool little emote. All right, what do we got going on? We got Arco just poking us, Marverni moving around, more Marverni stuff. Nothing super special here, just a tart crushing things. We took out a monster boar. Ooh, we lost a Wuya here. What happened? Oh no. Oh no! We didn't lose a Wuya, we lost like the Wuya. Mu Yinghua's been fighting for us for ages. He's thrown off so many Marverni attacks. Like, oi noi. What did we get got by? Okay, Blessing goes up. Iron Skin. Strength of Gaia. Summon Earth Power. Oh, what? Holy crap. You're learning Dominions midway through your first multiplayer campaign? That's awesome. How's it going? We just took a whole bunch of damage. What happened? Mu Yinghua gets hit by... Was that the strongest Ice Breath in history? It looks like it. Learning Dom in multiplayer. Yeah, that is brave. But I think it's one of those things of like, it's kind of like, you know, if you plan to play multiplayer, it can be good to just jump in, right? Because you can learn some bad habits in single player, so it can be hard to break those habits. So if you play a bunch of single player, you're like, yeah, this works against the AI, and then you jump into multiplayer, and it's like, that does not work against people, right? So I think there's a little dichotomy there. Learned a lot playing Atlanteans. That's awesome. Okay. I'm a little, like, confused here. What do we got? We got 18 damage. 18 cold damage on a claw from a sea troll. What? Very confused. Early age, nice. Early age Atlantis is pretty cruisy, I feel like. It's a fun, solid nation. 9 points of cold damage, 1 point of cold damage, 10, 8. I am not 100% sure what just happened there. This Drake Frost hit, right? And did the armor negating damage. And it lingered. That's what it's gotta be, right? Is there more than one Drake? It's gotta be the linger. I almost kind of wanna, yeah, I wanna watch this again. You played Ulm in multiplayer in Dominions 3 10 plus years ago, but you don't remember anything? Yeah, and that's very different games at this point, right? So, that's cool. Interesting ending up with a water nation to learn the game. If you're lucky, you get ignored since you're underwater. Yeah, that can be helpful. Give you time to kind of like get your feet under you and kind of like watch what's going on. So we're gonna speed up to kind of get where we were, because I want to see this from a slower standpoint. We got Strength of Gaia going. Summon Earth Power. Time to get your flippers under you. Nice. Okay, so he breathes. He does his Drake Frost, right? He just like Drake Frosted 3 times before he got entangled. And the Drake Frost has a linger effect, so now I'm taking hits from 3 different Drake Frosts at the same time. That is crazy. Oh my god, I love this game because I've played this game for 4 years. I did not know. Thank you very much for the follow, Heroic Logic. I've played this game for 4 years, and I did not know that the Ice Drake's Frost Breath had a lingering effect and could stack up damage on a single target. That is absolutely cool. I mean, it sucks that we just lost one of our oldest Wouyas, but that is really cool. That's the most insane thing I've seen in a long time. This is interesting, right? Because, like, that's something you can turn around and use in a game, right? So Ice Drakes are not super, yeah, they're Conjuration 4, right? Water 2 and 5 water gems. The only issue, right? So you can get these really easy. You can actually get these earlier than you can regular elementals, which are super useful in games. But the issue is going to be kind of like in that scenario, right? Where were we at? We were at Althea's? Yeah. The issue is going to be you're going to nuke the crap out of your own people, right? Unless you have cold resistance. If you have cold resistance baked into your people, right? Then this Drake Frost could be devastating against people that are not prepared for it, like someone who has no cold resistance, right? Because it's armor negating, completely negating armor, and it's half of the wielder's strength. So you could actually buff the Ice strength too with like Strength of Gaia to get this to be a little stronger. Oh my goodness, that's super interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Ice Drakes used. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Was that a Frost Drake or an Ice Drake? Is that a different thing? No, it's the same thing. It's Ice Strike. Yeah. That is really neat. That's really neat. That's a thing, like, I could see weaving, like, adding in an Ice Strike, the all elemental resistance bless, right? So boring, but so efficient. Absolutely, so efficient. But I will say that, though, cold resistance is kind of one of the ones that gets ignored the most, right? Like, if you're gonna take a pass on fire, shock, or cold, it's normally cold that you take a pass on, right? So this is interesting. Like, this is a little thing I think I can throw in the arsenal. Just tossing in a single Ice Strike in the right situation could just destroy a thug or a super combatant in the mid game. That's really interesting. Really interesting, because that Wuya could have survived against a lot of things, but just that stacking cold damage. Even like a single mage doing Frozen Heart typically will not kill this Wuya. Makes sense, since Water Elemental does blunt damage and shooting spells normally or something. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, okay, we just got nuked down in Althea's Overlook, or Outlook, so that's kind of a pain. We've got a lot here, though, so I'm not super worried about it anyways. Let's see if anything else interesting has happened. We got a new famous hero. What did our Artarian Monstrum get? He got Heroic Toughness. That's nice. Yeah, absolutely. Has plus 155 HP from his heroic ability. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's just crazy. Okay. We're gonna just keep marching forward. Ooh, hold up. What happened to all our money? Oh, darkness. Oh no. Our income just tanked. Unfortunate. I mean, we still have plenty of income, but I have so much, like, automated recruitment going on everywhere that basically it just auto killed our income. I mean, I could just go turn that off, but I have no real reason or interest to do so. So. I keep pressing the wrong things. Alright. We keep moving forward. Alright. We're gonna have some supply issues, but we're not trying to make these armies last for eternity. We're just trying to get them through to where we're going. So at this point, I don't really care about the longevity of the armies. I'm gonna be very casual about this. Okay, we got that. I do want to make sure I have enough gems for the stuff that we're trying to throw out there, though. So. We got Mass Regeneration, we got Army of Lead, we have Divine Blessing. And we're kind of just fiddling around with the other stuff, which is fine. Like, that I'm not worried about. Okay. Gonna go park these in here to defend that location. Thanks for the follow, Lathina. Do I need anything else? I don't really think I need anything else. I think we can go ahead and reach here in kind of just anticipation. Let's go ahead and I do want to do this. I want to get a Yayapanza because we have not done that yet. And everything else I'm kind of not worried about. So just cruising to the end of the game. The AI is thinking, what are you thinking about, AI? Oh no, do they sense it? Is the AI like, hold up, he's mobilizing too many armies, he must be going for thrones. I have a bad habit in my single player games, because, you know, in a lot of single player like 4X games or strategy games in general, I have the habit of wanting to do like total domination. Oh no! What did we lose? We just lost Rise of Insects. What is this? Provinces across the world will suffer unrest, tax loss, and population killed. More likely in provinces with growth scales, less in those with death scales. Over time, attacks by giant ants will occur, and if not dealt with, nests may appear led by ant queens. What the fuck? I don't even know what we lost. We have Mother Oak. Ooh, we lost our Gift of Health is what we lost. Wow, that's kind of a pain in the ass. That's a big pain in the ass. And yeah, anyways, total domination. I have a tendency to be like, oh, I want, when I play a game like this, I want to paint the map entirely. Total domination, research greed, testing optimal builds, absolutely. So I'll play a game to death when I could have just beaten it a long time ago. You're utterly hopeless yourself. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad it's not just me. Ay, ay, ay. But now I'm in this phase. Why am I making double swords? Oh, I'm not making double swords. I just haven't done my swords from the last turn. That's fine. That's fine. Gonna Cloud Trapeze over here. Complete a single player game and feel so utterly done with the game that you don't touch it for months. I do the exact same thing because I've spent so much time in that one thing when I could have like replayed like a match multiple times over and over and over again, and instead I play it to death. It's not a good look. It's okay though. It's okay. Do I want to try to dispel this ant thing? I think maybe I do. $70 overcast, I think, is probably going to be enough. I say probably going to be enough. I have no idea, right? The AI could have done... The AI could have put 1,000 gems into that. I'm not going to be able to know. Like, the AI does weird stuff. So that might be every single nature gem. Who cast that, actually? That might be every single nature gem that Atlantis has ever gotten throughout the entire game. Wow, this is very, very different from the normal Adrian von Ziegler stuff. Why shouldn't I give Ashdod 2? Look, that is actually a great comment, right? Extra 20 turns? Yeah, well... Okay, maybe that's the reason why we shouldn't do those things. But, you know, if you don't, then you never know. Right? Like, if you don't experience that, you'll never know how awesome or not awesome it could have been. We're gonna go plink Yvonne and see if we can get through it. All of these are just going to research. Oh, these are all my lantern forgers. Hey, we're gonna beat turn 100. Awesome. No. In turn. Alright, AI is thinking again. So after this game, I don't know if we're gonna get around to it today necessarily, because I have Tales of Destiny stream tonight. But the next thing that I'm gonna stream for Dominions is the Warhammer Fantasy mod. So I'm gonna try to play some of that after I finish this Chaco game. So maybe even if we don't start recording that today, maybe once we are done with this, we can take a look at. Hey, we succeeded. Nice. Maybe we can take a look at what that mod looks like. Endless Forest. Cool. We have so many elephants here. That's so neat. We successfully dispelled the rise of the insects. Cool. Got hit by a mystic. I'm not super worried about these things. Yeah, that's okay. We just gotta keep our... I'm just gonna full protect, because I don't really have a lot over here. This is probably my only vulnerable throne. I don't want the AI screwing me over. Ooh. Hey! I want to see if these guys successfully did their full script again. Did I charm? He charmed animal. Wow, he did. But he didn't enlarge. Oh, he did there. I love that mechanic. I love when you enlarge. You can enlarge someone and stay in the same square as them as long as you don't move. Right? So I now have 2 size 4s in a single square. Which is really cool as long as they don't move. Well, I say it's really cool, but it looks like their HP hasn't actually... Oh, maybe it has. Oh, it has. It's just we don't have Gift of Health anymore. That's why they have less HP than they used to. So, alright, so that's an easy victory. Arterian Cyclops. Where is this? Lily Heights. Oh, this guy didn't move with us because he's pillaging. Oh, well, whatever. He's succeeded in staving them off. That's fair. Battle in Devon. We won. We beat the Earth Mother that's hanging out here. Is she Weapon of Sharpness, these guys? Ooh, that's a little sketchy. Yeah, I think she's still the big danger with her ability to trample. But I think we have enough regeneration that we're okay. I mean, obviously we do, because we already know that we won, but still. Dang, she's fucking tanky. Alright, cool. Took her down. Magical runes on the Throne of Elements have been deciphered. There seems to be some kind of ward shielding the throne. Your advisors suggest further studies may be wise before claiming it. What? What? Is this a... I think this is a story event. I'm so unused to story events because I don't play as much single player as I play multiplayer. And people never have story events on in multiplayer. So, like, I have no idea what this is. We're gonna have to see. Cool. Anyways, moving on. I think this should be a pretty simple push onto this throne. Let's do a line formation back here. Throne of Elements gets a special series of stories events when you have story events on. Can't remember all the permutations of it, but it can go a few different ways. That's really interesting. Also, welcome to the stream, Yamix. Yamazanadu. Yamazanado? I'm not 100% on that, so my apologies. That's a cool name, though. Alright, we've got 2 tarts that are refusing to do anything else. Good pronunciation first try. Thanks. Okay. Just call you Yama? Will do. Let's see what we've got here. So I want to do a couple things. Again, I don't think we have to worry about stuff too terribly much because it's AI that we're matching up against, but I would like to have at least somewhat of a robust ability to take on the enemy. So we're gonna take on all of these guys. I think we're actually done with research. We will be done next turn. So we're gonna just take everyone with us, because why not? Why not? March there. This whole group just marches here. Do I have the ability to throw Gift of Health back up? I could if I alchemized a bunch of stuff. I don't know that I don't know that it matters in this particular situation. Is there any cool death thing that I could throw up? That would be neat. I have some really high death casting. What kind of death? Isn't there a... I think there's a... Is it G? There you go. So you can hit G to bring up globals while you're in the ritual spells. What do we have? We already have Well of Misery. Empty Graves. Provinces with corpses have 10% chance times candle to turn... Oh, okay. So you just generate Soulless and Long Dead. That's actually really fucking neat. Release the Nosoi. Plagues in land provinces whilst active. Typo there. Higher population provinces are more likely to be affected. Yeah, we don't want that. Absolutely don't want that. Turn into mini Urmor, it looks like? Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing we really have to do, so fuck it. Let's just put some gems into it and go from there. That'll be fun. Okay. Actually, this is as good a time as any for me to go ahead and end this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. But if you're watching on YouTube for the YouTube video, then we will see you next time for more Dominions 5 Chaco single player, which we'll probably in the game on the next episode. So, bye-bye, everybody.